After working with dozens of optical practices, we've seen two very different ways a patient visit can go. The first patient books online the night before, arrives with their details already on file, and moves through the exam and dispensing without a hitch, and pays in under 2 minutes. The second patient calls 3 times before they get through, fills out a form at reception, stands at the counter while somebody manually reconciles the payment, and leaves without rebooking. So in this video, we're going to walk through the 4 stages of the patient journey, and by the end, you'll know exactly what needs to be in place at every stage so every patient gets the first experience, not the second. So let's take a look. Online booking and pre-visit prep. The first step in building a connected patient journey is making it easy for patients to book without having to call the practice. Most patients are looking to book outside of practice hours, whether that's in the evening or over the weekend when your reception team isn't available. An online booking system lets them schedule or change appointments at any time from any device without needing to call. And beyond just the booking, patients can also enter their details before they arrive, their concerns, insurance information, and anything they want the optometrist to know in advance. That pre-arrival intake is where the real value comes in. When patients submit their details ahead of the appointment, your team has the time to review everything and prepare. Instead of starting that process at the desk while the patient waits, the staff can set up bespoke consultations based on what the patient has told them in advance. The appointment effectively starts the moment the patient confirms their booking, not when they arrive at reception. And the numbers show the difference this makes. Practices with an integrating booking system have seen bookings increase by up to 30% while also reducing no-shows. That means more appointments in the diary and more of those appointments actually turning up. And when it comes to the patient's perspective, the experience is already better before they arrive. They booked without calling, their details are already on file, and there's nothing to fill out at reception. When they walk through the door, everything feels seamless because your staff already know who they are and why they're there. By the way, if you want to know exactly where your booking system and patient journey stand right now, we offer a free digital audit for eye care businesses. We'll look at your booking setup, your online presence, and your patient communications, then give you a clear picture of what's working and what needs attention. Just click the link in the first description. Now let's get back to it. Patient data and clinical workflows. Once the patient arrives, the next thing to sort out is how their information gets from one staff member to the next. Without connected software, patient data gets passed between staff manually. That usually means handwritten notes from reception to the optometrist or verbal handovers that get missed or come through incomplete. When everything runs through the same system, medical history, preferences, and intake details are in one place that every member of staff can access. The result is that everyone involved in the visit is looking at the same record. The optometrist has the patient's history on screen before they sit down, and the dispensing staff know what was discussed in the exam room. So nothing has to be repeated, relayed, or written down twice. That makes the whole appointment faster and more consistent. Optometrists spend less time gathering information at the start and more time on the exam itself. And for the patient, the visit feels like one smooth experience rather than a series of handoffs where each person needs to start from scratch. Dispensing and inventory. Now, the dispensing stage is where a lot of practices lose time and they don't even know it. Staff end up going through frames one by one, manually checking what's in stock, or having to tell patients that something they wanted isn't available. When your stock is in your practice management system, it tracks your inventory in real time, so those issues are much less likely to happen. But live stock tracking is only part of it. Automatic reordering keeps your stock at the right level without anyone having to monitor it manually. And when patients browse frames on your website before their visit, that information comes through to your staff ahead of time. So the frames the patient was already looking at can be ready for them when they sit down. For the patient, that makes a significant difference. The styles they were already considering are there waiting for them, and there's no awkward moment where you have to apologize for something being out of stock. And for the practice, the whole dispensing stage runs more efficiently. Less time managing stock means more time actually helping patients. Payment and checkout. The payment stage is the last impression a patient has of the visit, and you need to get this right. By the time the patient gets to the counter, everything else has hopefully gone well. So a slow or complicated checkout can undo some of that in the final few minutes. When your payment system connects to the rest of your practice software, transactions and insurance claims can be processed automatically. There's no separate system to manage or cross-reference along the way. When the card terminal and the POS are aligned, every transaction records itself in the right place without any manual input. That means shorter waits at the counter and less admin at the end of the day. Patients aren't waiting while staff piece together what they owe from different places, and the practice isn't spending time at the end of each day reconciling records from separate systems. Cash flow improves alongside it as well. Payments and claims move through the system in the background, so the financial side keeps pace with everything else. When the whole visit runs smoothly from booking through to payment, patients notice. That's what brings them back, and that's what gets them referring friends and family. Now, if you want to see exactly where your patient journey stands today, click the first link in the description to get a free digital audit of your eye care business, and we'll review your booking system, your practice workflows, and your payment setup, then give you a clear understanding of what needs improvement first. And if you want to learn how to set up your Google business profile step by step, then check out this next video.